All right, let's just jump right in. Think about it. For the last, 30 years, we've all been building the internet for one single audience. People, right? Every website, every app, all the content, it was all about grabbing our attention, getting those human eyeballs. But what if that entire foundation, that whole idea, is about to get flipped completely on its head? What if the single most important customer for your business, the one who decides if you get recommended or just totally ignored, the one who basically holds the keys to your success from now on, wasn't even human? Yeah, that's the massive seismic shift we're going to break down right now. Because the world has already changed, and honestly, almost nobody has any clue what's about to happen. All right, so what's the engine behind this whole revolution? Well, it's the sudden arrival of a totally new kind of intelligence on the scene. You probably saw this a few weeks back. Tools like OpenClaw just went completely viral. And look, they weren't perfect, not by a long shot. But for a lot of us, it was the first time we really saw an AI agent do more than just answer a question. We saw it taking action all on its own, booking flights, ordering dinner, you name it. And that was a real eye-opener. It got everybody talking. And what everyone's talking about is AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence. Now let's just forget all the sci-fi movie stuff for a second. For what we're talking about today, the definition is super simple. It's an AI assistant or agent that's basically as smart as a person and can just go do stuff on its own. And guess what? By that definition, it's here. These agents have arrived and they are about to become the main audience you need to care about. Which brings us to this huge fundamental shift in how you got to think about your business, your website, anything you do online. Your main client, it's not a person anymore. I mean, listen to the folks at Y Combinator, and these guys are at the bleeding edge of all this. They put it so bluntly, you do not build for humans anymore. We are only building for machines. Think about that. Soon, you're not going to be Googling for information yourself. You're just going to ask your AI assistant, hey, what's the best? And it'll tell you. The internet is literally turning into a playground for these AI agents. They're the ones who are going to be out there crawling all the websites, comparing all the services, and making the final decisions for us humans. It's like they're building this whole new layer on top of the internet that's just for them. And look, this isn't some in the future theory. It is happening right now. We're seeing this whole ecosystem pop up just for AIs. You've got Maltbook. Think of it like Facebook, but for AI agents to chat and share info. There's Agent Mail, an email service built only for AIs. And get this, developers are now writing their documentation not for other humans to read, but so that AI agents can discover and use their tools automatically. It's wild. The AI is your new client. Okay, so if your new customer is a machine, how in the world do you get its attention? Because all the old rules we learned, SEO, getting clicks, driving traffic, they're all getting thrown right out the window. This really breaks it down. The old way? The goal was to rank high on Google so a person would click your link. Simple. The new game is totally different. It's about setting up your information so that a machine trusts you enough to cite you as the source of truth in its answer. And let me be super clear about this. Clicks don't matter anymore. They're becoming obsolete. I mean, think about it. If your AI assistant just gives you the answer directly, why would you ever click a link? You wouldn't. The only thing that matters now is whether that AI chose your content to create that answer. Citations. That's the new currency of the web. So the big question is, how do you earn these all-important citations? The answer, the keyword here, is topical authority. What does that mean? It means you have to create content that is so deep, so well organized, and so incredibly helpful about your one specific topic that the AI models just learn to trust you. You have to become the undisputed source of truth that they always turn to. I know, this can all sound a little abstract, a bit theoretical. So let's look at a real-world example to make it concrete. This is a site called Bondi Bronte. It's a travel guide for a little area in Sydney, Australia. But the key thing is, it was built from day one with a machine-first mindset. Now, if you look at its stats through the old lens, you'd think it was a total failure. In one recent period, the site only got 13 clicks from search. I mean, by yesterday's standards, that's a complete flop, right? But now, let's look at the new metric. In that exact same time frame, the site got 122 citations from AI engines. That's almost 10 times as many. These aren't just clicks. These are valuable moments where an AI trusted the site. See? It's not about traffic anymore. It's about being the authority. So what does that actually look like? Well, when someone asks their AI about parking options in Bondi, boom, Bondi Bronte gets cited as the source, even above the official government sites. If you ask for the best swimwear shops, it's right there, cited as a trusted local guide. And its authority is so strong that it's even getting cited for random travel questions in other countries, like tattoo shops in Thailand. That, right there, is topical authority in action. So let's just state it plainly. The world has changed. The internet isn't just a human-to-human thing anymore. It's becoming a machine-to-machine network that serves humans. And the only question left to ask is, are you ready for that? All right, so here's your game plan for this new world. Step 1, just accept the shift. You have to recognize that your most important audience is now in AI. Step 2, change your goal. Forget about chasing clicks. It's all about earning those citations. And finally, step 3, build that topical authority. Just become the absolute undeniable expert in your niche, so the machines have no other choice but to point to you. And I'll just leave you with this one last question to chew on. In this new world, where AI assistants are the gatekeepers to information, if an AI doesn't know you exist, if it never cites you, never recommends you, do you really exist online at all?